Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you this 2021 Toyota RAV. This one is the LE trim, so I'm going to go ahead and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood, they're going to be a 2.5 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine that is connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 203 horses and 184 pound-feet of torque. MPG numbers are 27 in the city, 34 highway, and 30 combined. So here is the MSRP sticker for this 2021 Toyota RAV. It does have a special color. It's basically the ruby flare. It's a $425 option, and the price on this one is $29,000. So if you guys are curious about the color is called ruby flare, and it looks pretty good on this LE trim. Coming to the front, I really like how the front of the RAV4 looks like. It's nice and aggressive. And for the headlights, the low beam and the high beam are LED. The turn signal indicators are going to be halogen, so I'm glad that the high and low beam are halogen. The Toyota badge has a sensor inside of it. This is for the Toyota Safety Sense. And the grille is finished in flat black. I think it looks very good. And this one doesn't have a fog light. You have to go for the higher trims to get the fog light. But they're going to be this fake vent right there. It is finished in flat black. And the bottom portion of the bumper is going to be finished in flat black. There's going to be an opening in the bottom. And this color is actually different than this. This is almost like a brushed gray color. I think it looks very good. But let's go ahead and move to the side of this Toyota RAV, and I'll go ahead and show you how it looks like from the side. Here is the side view of this Toyota RAV, and honestly it looks very good. I'm not a big fan of the steelies, but I really like the hubcap design. I think it looks very good. In the bottom, this is all going to be finished in plastic, which is good. And for the window sills, the top portion is going to be finished in chrome. The bottom is going to be finished in flat black. The mirror is going to be finished in flat black. I really wish it was finished in the same color as the SUV, but this is a base trim, so Toyota is going to, of course, make it a little bit different than the higher trims, which I understand. And it almost has that floating roof design, and it does have roof rails. They're finished in gloss black. The size of those trims, they are 225, 65, 17. I love the fact that there's a good amount of rubber. But let's go and move to the back of this RAV4, and I'll go and show you how it looks like from the back. Here is the back of this Toyota RAV, and I personally think that the RAV looks very good from the back. The taillights have a really nice sharp design to them. I love the fact that the surrounding of the taillights are blacked out. The running light here is going to be LED. The turn signal indicator and the reverse light, they're going to be halogen. And this ABS plastic is actually very good. I think it just gives it a nicer look. It does have a spoiler. Third brake light is going to be up there. And it does have a wiper right here in the back. Toyota badge in the middle. And RAV4 all the way to the left. And LE with the all-wheel drive badge all the way to the right. Reflectors in the bottom, and the bumper is going to be finished in ABS plastic. And for the exhaust tips, there are going to be 2 exhaust tips, and I'm glad that there is no fake exhaust tips, but the exhaust tips are actually around the exhaust pipe, so you could see the exhaust pipe. But I think they do look very good. Here is a key. It has a really nice weight to it, and I think it looks good. It does have Toyota badge in the back, 3 buttons on it: lock, panic, and unlock. And it is an actual key. And I really like this blacked out chrome on the key. It's not fully blacked out, it's not fully chrome. But to open the tailgate, there's going to be only one way. You have to unlock the SUV first, and then you have to click a button right underneath the Toyota badge. It's next to the backup camera. And it does not have automatic tailgate, which is expected from a base trim. But inside, seriously, there is a ton of space. A storage place all the way to the right. There is nothing on the left, but there's some tie downs. And it does have a privacy cover, so that's good. And of course you could drop the seats down, but there is no handles here in the back, so you have to actually go here and lift this up and do it that way. or you could do it from right there if you want to, from the second row. Right underneath there's going to be a spare tire with the jack and the jack tools, a little bit of storage place around it. Here is a front door panel, and everything on this door panel is plastic, which is expected for an LE trim. This top portion right here is plastic. All the way in the bottom, this is plastic, which is expected, of course. The armrest is nice and soft, so that's good. I really like this brushed aluminum. I think it gives the door panel a very nice look. Door handle is actually nice and solid, but at the same time it's light. The handle itself is plastic, which is fine. Window switches and everything is okay. The driver window is auto up and down. This is plastic, as I said, and an okay storage place in the bottom. Speaker is all the way in the bottom, and it does have a really nice design to it, so that's good. Here are the seats, very comfortable seats. The design is okay, which is fine, and it does not have power seats. It has manual seats. But let's go and move inside this Toyota RAV4, and I'll go and show you how it looks like from the inside. Here is the interior of this 2021 Toyota RAV. The interior feels nice and spacious. Coming to the steering wheel, it's very thin, and it's not wrapped in leather. It's finished in that synthetic carbon material, which is fine. This is a base trim, so that's completely fine. All the way to the left, there are going to be a few controls to control that screen in the middle. You could go left and right, up and down. Phone controls, volume controls, voice command, and all the way to the right, they're going to be the cruise control, basically the safety features that this Toyota RAV4 has. And they're going to be seat buttons, a mode button, and all the way to the left, they're going to be the headlight controls, the fog light controls, and the turn signal controls. And to the right, they're going to be the wiper controls for the front and back. And the gauges are very nice, and I love the fact that the font is nice and big. That screen in the middle has a good amount of information in it. And all the way to the left, there's a very good amount of storage place right here. You could put coins or whatever you want, but I just love the fact that it's nice and big. And here is the automatic high beam, and it does have the brightness controls right there. And here is a screen. It's a 7-inch screen that has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's going to have hard buttons right here on the left and right, and it's going to have a volume knob, a tune knob. The design of it is alright. I really don't like the ABS black with the gloss black. I don't think it goes really good, and just overall the design of this screen, I don't think it looks that good, to be honest. It is a tablet style screen, but I think Toyota could have done a little bit better job with the way how it looks. It's very bulky. AC vents right underneath it, emergency light button. I really like this brushed aluminum right there on the dash, and this is actually nice and soft. It's that synthetic carbon material, and that white stitching right here in the middle, or like on the dash, it's actually very good. More storage place right there. And here are the climate controls. Very easy climate controls. Fan speed. The knobs are a little bit on the bigger side. Not a big fan of the size of them. They're going to be an off, on button. Temperature controls right here. It will show it right there in that LCD screen. Modes. You could change the modes. AC, max AC. And in the bottom, they're going to be the traction control button. Engine start stop. When you come to a complete stop, the engine will turn off. And all the way inside, they're going to be a 12 volt, a USB, and a very good amount of storage place. And here is the shifter that will control the CVT transmission in this RAV4. It does have plus and minus, so you could play with the gears. It does not have paddle shifters on the steering wheel. Here is the e-brake, brake hold, and it does have a few driving modes, and it does have snow mode, mud mode, and rock and dirt. Here is a sport. When you change it to sport, only that screen in the middle actually changes. It just gives you those two red lights in the top and bottom. And when you put it in eco, it turns basically green. And there's going to be a small storage place right here. Cup holders are nice and big. And the armrest is very soft, but it's finished in that synthetic rubber material. It's almost like leather, but it's not leather. Inside, there's a very good amount of storage place, but there is no USB or USB-C or 12 volts. Here is a rear view mirror. I love the fact that it's almost frameless. It doesn't look too big or too small. And here is the glasses holder. And some halogen lights, which is expected, of course. And they're going to be a button to turn on all the lights in this RAV4. And they're going to be a button to basically keep the lights off when the doors are open, SOS. And here is the visor. It's nice and solid, and it does have a mirror inside of it, and there's going to be a very big light that is very bright, so that's good. Here is the back door, and the back door is the same as the front. The stop portion right here is plastic. The armrest is nice and soft. Plastic in the bottom, a tiny bit of storage place. Here is the window switch, and I'm glad they brought that brushed aluminum piece or trim in the back door. The door handle is the same as the front, and back seats are nice and spacious. Headroom is very good. There's going to be a light up there, and there's going to be an armrest right here, nice and soft. 2 cup holders, and they're going to be a 12 volts in the bottom and a small tiny storage place. And that's how the front of this Toyota RAV looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2021 Toyota RAV4. I would like to thank Keith and Colonial Toyota here in Milford, Connecticut. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.